Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. So today I actually want to take a look at an RWA play on Solana, give you guys my opinion on this project because there is a couple pros and a couple red flags that, or pros and cons I should say, on the project that I do want to bring to your attention, but I do think it is still worth an overview because RWA is going to be a hot narrative this cycle. We already know or have a strong feeling that Solana is going to be one of the top chains of this cycle as well, as it's already proven to be so. And there's already rumors of the Solana ETF being maybe the next ETF to get approved, which could bring a huge liquidity injection into the Solana ecosystem already, opposed to, on top of all the retail investors and everything that's already going to be entering that ecosystem as is. So if you guys are a fan of new projects and updates in the crypto space and some of the hottest narratives like RWA, AI, gaming in crypto, consider subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. Your support means everything. So if you take a look here, the project that we're covering today is going to be Parcel, which its whole goal is going to be speculate on rising and falling real estate markets. So this is why it falls into the RWA, real world asset narrative, which again, RWA has already pumped, I believe, twice now this year. We're kind of in the middle at the time of recording this video of like an RWA mini pump right now, but I don't think we've seen anything yet because I think the bull market in the altcoin season is still in front of us yet to come. So if we take a look at Parcel, they do have, their liquid exposure to real estate to everyone, provide liquidity. You can earn a portion of trading fees by providing liquidity as well on their platform. We'll take a look at their platform, their token price, their Parcel token, the Tokenomics, and the backers as well. Because if we take a look here, they're backed by the Solana Ventures, Coinbase Ventures, Dragonfly, and Archetype. So Coinbase Ventures is very huge because that could potentially mean a Coinbase listing in the bull market in later on in the cycle. Potentially. Now, that's not always 100% guaranteed whenever Coinbase Ventures gets into a project or starts backing it or invests into it, but it is in, Coinbase Ventures' best interest to potentially list this project on their exchange because that could mean positive price action for the project. So it is something that is worth mentioning right there. So dive into real estate perpetual futures, price index, price update, or index prices updates begin trading now. Reliable real estate pricing. The biggest thing that I do like about Parcel is that they have a working product. Again, they say here what is Parcel, which is a decentralized real estate trading platform which offers city indexes that allow you to speculate on price movements on real estate markets across the globe. A lot of these RWA projects will kind of focus on the real estate projects or real estate market because, again, that's just one of the main sectors of RWA that you'll see a lot of these projects cover, like Proppy here, which has actually gone ahead and made a partnership with Parcel. If you take a look at their platform, this is kind of like what it looks like right now. So you can get in here and kind of bet on prices of different real estate markets across the nation. I think it's actually very cool. Again, they have a working product here. You see, you can bet on Massachusetts or Boston, Massachusetts, Miami, Florida. Sorry, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Chicago, Illinois. You get the idea. They have where you can provide liquidity. You can explore the different real estate markets here as well. So that's kind of in a gist of what Parcel does. Now they do have their docs here, which you can actually go through their white paper, their Git book, and read a little bit more about it and how the protocol actually works. That's something where, again, if you want to go on your own time and read through this, and if it's something you're looking at investing into, because as always, nothing I say here on this channel is financial advice. Just giving you guys my opinion and bringing awareness to the project to your attention if you haven't been already, or if you've been looking for RWA plays in the narrative because you do think the narrative might be a hot narrative this cycle. That's the point of this video. Again, if you want to do further research, I encourage you to do so. But looking at the Parcel token, again, we can see here that it is on Solana, and right now it is trading at 25 cents currently. So again, that's what I was saying is that we have kind of experienced a mini RWA pump alongside really the overall market pump here recently over the last 30 days that we've been noticing. But if we take a look at the all chart here at Parcel, because it actually did launch earlier this year, we see that it launched in April of 2024. It launched at 61 cents here. I don't think it'll show us a market cap. It will not. and then it climbed all the way up to about 75 cents, and then it has just been dropping, one, alongside the overall market conditions, but also there was a big airdrop for the Parcel token, so a lot of that dumping could be from airdrop holders, so that's something we want to make note of. If we take a look at the exchanges here, we can see that they're on OKX, which is a tier 1 exchange, in my opinion. Bybit, Get.io, HTX, KuCoin, Mexi, BitGet, Crypto.com, another tier 1. So huge exchange listings, but obviously you can take a look at they are missing that Coinbase exchange listing, which I do think potentially could come, that since the fact they've already got OKX, HTX, and Crypto.com. It makes me think that a Coinbase listing could potentially happen later on in the cycle. But again, that's never guaranteed. And again, here, what I want to make note is that the all-time high for this was 83 cents. And about 17 days ago, this did reach its all-time low of 15 cents. Now, this project still has room to potentially keep dumping. It's just because we saw a short-term relief rally here in the markets. Now, why I say that, we'll cover towards the end of the video. One more point is, again, you can take a look at the funding rounds and the fundraising for the project. They did raise $11.6 million in funding. And it is proven here. It's just not something you see on their website. Solana Ventures and Coinbase Ventures actually did go ahead and back the project, along with stuff like Shima Capital, obviously Dragonfly, as they bring up Slow Ventures, Tribe Capital, and so on. But that is something worth mentioning here. If you go on CryptoRank or CoinMarketCap or others, you can get the Solana contract address right here if you want to go the DEX route, or if you want to trade it. It's, again, we saw that it's on multiple exchanges. Now, it's not easy to find the vesting schedule for Parcel. This is the only place I could find it. I looked through the white paper, all the different websites to check vesting schedules. Nothing I could really find easily. So I do want to give a shout out to, on Twitter here, Fabiano Solana, or Fabiano.sol. They put a huge, a huge Twitter thread about Parcel, and other projects in the Solana ecosystem, but I wanted to highlight the Parcel one. So they bring up the fact that Parcel's initial supply will be around 12%, which is actually the current supply right now. 8% are reserved for the airdrop. So again, if that's the airdrop holders from TG, that could be a reason why you're seeing a lot of the dumping. And then tokens for early supporters and advisors, investors, and core contributors have a vesting team of 3 years with a 1-year cliff. Now, if we take a look at it, this is actually the token allocation. And again, if you guys have found the vesting schedule from the project somewhere else, please comment it below so others can find it, and I can also find it as well. Maybe we can make an updated video in the future if this is incorrect. But from my research, this is really the only place I could really find it. But it does take a look here that you can see. That's the allocation rounds right there, so you can take a look or pause the video. If you take a look at these vesting schedules, so again, right now there is about 12% out right now. If we take a look at, January 2025, we can see that there will probably be about 25%, 20% of the supply currently out. So that's about a 2x in dilution according to this chart. If we take a look towards the end of 2025, we see the vesting really ramps up. So the end of 2025, we're looking at probably about 50% of the supply being out. Now, if we take a look back at CoinMarketCap, right now there's that 12% currently circulating, which is why you see the difference of $30 million in circulating market cap versus $250 million in FDV. Now, that's about a 5x in dilution, 4 to 5x in dilution, which is not ideal, not great, especially since a lot of it is in early investors' hands. But this is a project where I would definitely, now this is where the caveat comes in, where I do think this is a solid RWA project, especially the fact that it's being on Solana. I do see it being built on Solana as the main catalyst of this project. Also, the fact that it's backed by Coinbase Ventures and Solana Ventures means that it could potentially, again, get that Coinbase Tier 1 listing in the future, even though, as always, as everything, that is not guaranteed, but does mean that it could potentially get listed there, especially since the fact that we already see this on multiple Tier 1 exchanges currently. So the exchange listings are in check. They have great exchange listings, in my opinion. The fact that they are on Solana is another plus, because I'm bullish on the Solana ecosystem. I think any projects that are building on Solana are going to do pretty well this cycle, because I am very bullish on the Solana ecosystem. Obviously, that's my opinion, not financial advice. Let me know yours in the comments below. and the fact that it's an RWA play. I do think RWA is going to be a hot narrative. So if you combine all that, we have good backers, good exchange listings, good narrative, RWA, and the fact that it is on a bullish chain. Solana, a lot of these RWA plays are on stuff like Ethereum or Binance. So the fact that this is on Solana, I do think could maybe position itself to be one of the top RWA plays on Solana. So if Solana does well, people will get in here and start looking at top projects and different narratives. When those narratives do run, make sure you're prepared. But those are the pros. Like I said in the beginning of the video, there is some cons to the project. One being the harsh vesting schedule. I think the vesting schedule is pretty harsh. That's something that you do want to make note of. This is something I would definitely maybe consider trading in a narrative run, RWA run, or Solana ecosystem run. The fact that we saw it got to a $20 million market cap here recently, about 17 days ago, and that it ran all the way up to a $35 million market cap. If you look at the all chart, again, it was higher towards the beginning of the year, but it won't show me that far back on CoinMarketCap. But with it saying about 60 million, I think this got to about an $83 million circulating market cap. Again, that's with the current supply out. It all depends on when RWA does decide to run. If it runs towards, here in a couple months, towards the elections, maybe that could be something that you can trade. Maybe the vesting won't be obviously as bad as it would be holding from now until the end of 2025. So it's something that I don't know if I would hold long term personally, but I would definitely have it on your watch list for when RWA does run, because again, it is of my belief and my personal opinion, not financial advice, that I think RWA is going to be a hot narrative this cycle at some point, as it's already proven to be so multiple times here. And there's just so many bullish catalysts, with Ondo, with BlackRock, and just so many real world assets, or real world actually catalysts that could, catapult RWA as a narrative. And they have great backers. So let me know in the comments below, guys. What do you think of Parcel? Is it a project that you can see the potential in? Are you writing it off because of the poor vesting schedule? Are there other RWA plays that maybe I should be aware of? Or what are your top RWA plays? Again, if you're looking for a Solana RWA play, I don't think it gets better than Parcel, but I could be overlooking one that could be staring me right in the face. Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys are curious about getting into a community where you can get in there, ask questions, ask others, or maybe find new projects like Parcel early on, stuff that you weren't aware of prior, consider getting into the Discord linked below. Again, it's free to get in there and talk to a community, especially if it's your first bull cycle, first time in crypto. Get in a community. It doesn't have to be mine. Get in any community. Get in there, ask questions, just bounce ideas, and you'll be surprised what kind of help you can get with a community. And if you guys got value out of today's video, if you guys can like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.